Hey guys, SpinoDude here and welcome back to another video. Today guys, we're going to be taking a look at this brand new Mattel figure for the Jurassic World line. This is the Walmart exclusive Battle Damage Gallimimus. Now I actually had no idea this thing was a thing. I went into Walmart the other night and I saw it on the shelf and I was like, oh, I gotta get it. I don't know if anyone knows this is a thing yet. And apparently several other people have already, or quite a few people actually have already reviewed this one, but hey, I'm going to do a review on it because I've never seen it before. But this appears to be the same sculpt as the awesome Legacy Collection Gallimimus, which is hands down the best Gallimimus that we've ever gotten in the Jurassic franchise for a toy. This one just has a slightly different color scheme. Still looks pretty nice in the packaging so far. But why don't we go ahead and get this one out of the packaging. And for those of you guys who are going to ask for Marvin in the comments section down below, Marvin is not a fan of Jurassic Park ever since he was traumatized by Jurassic Park 3. So, and a particular scene in Jurassic Park 3. So we are going to have to do the review without him. And there is the Galli out of the packaging. And let's spin the box around so you guys can get a look at what the back of it looks like. It just shows the diagram of the Gallimimus with a completely different color scheme actually. That's actually very interesting. But let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at the Gallimimus itself. We've already looked at the packaging in our other Mattel Battle Damage reviews and such, but let's just focus on the figure for today. So here is the Battle Damage Gallimimus, and I've got to say first impressions, this is a good looking Galli. I think the body looks a little bit thick. Maybe the neck could have been longer and the head slightly bigger. Other than that, well, there is some gapping on the tail there. That's unfortunate. But other than that, really nice looking sculpt. This is definitely the best sculpt we've gotten for a Gallimimus in the Jurassic franchise. For a Gallimimus toy at least. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Battle damage feature, this is the big gimmick with the toy. You press the side and it reveals the innards of the Gallimimus there. Function-wise, it works a lot better than Hasbro's did, for example, but I like the way Hasbro's looked better, and I've talked about this in more detail in my other Battle Damage reviews, but Hasbro just basically had a better way of concealing the battle damage without all of the really obvious gapping on the side and without the big like stump or knob on the side there. But that is necessary to help you reset the battle damage. Let's see, what about the articulation? So the legs appear to go forward and backward, like so. That's pretty cool. Legs go forward and back. All right. They don't seem to pivot in and outward like oh, and the phone is ringing. I'll be right back, guys. Anyway, I am sorry about that, guys, but going back to the Galli, yeah, the legs don't seem to be able to pivot in and out, but they can move forward and back. They are very, very tough on this figure for some reason, and you can have him standing back like that, I guess. Actually, it doesn't balance like that. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, also, for you guys that always ask me to show you in the video, there is the code for the Galli for the scanner app thing, the Jurassic Facts app, if you want to check that out. Also, the arms are movable as well, so you can move those forward and back like so, but they also have a shoulder joint, so you can pivot them outward like so. All of the battle damage figures that I've seen so far have a shoulder joint, so you can pivot them out, and that looks great. That's like Gallimimus trying to fly there. I believe I can fly. And also the head can move down. That's great. I think that's my favorite articulation on this whole figure, is just that, because you can get the Gallimimus into like a feeding position, or you can have it in like its alert position there. I think that's fantastic. That looks great. But that's everything to what this figure has to offer as far as action figures and articulation and such. But let's zoom in quickly and just take a look at the details and everything. Zooming in, that's too far. That's too far. Thank you, camera. Alrighty, so details on the sculpt. Can't really see them too well just because of the way it's molded. There's some nice wrinkles in the skin, no scales throughout, just wrinkles. I really like the patterning on the body. I really like this this dark brown color going down the back, and then you have the banding on the tail and on the back of the animal and up the neck as well. I think that looks great. Head sculpt definitely looks like a Jurassic Park or Jurassic World Gallimimus. Fantastic looking head sculpt there. Neck, of course, could be a little bit longer, but it could be a lot worse as well. I quite like it. I think it looks alright. Hands have 3 claws, and of course the wrists are pronated, but it doesn't bother me because this is a Jurassic World toy, and these creatures are genetically modified theme park monsters. Here are the feet, and I don't know what's up with the middle digit on each of the feet, especially on this one. It's just like absurdly fat. And there's like webbing between the feet, especially on this one, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, it's alright. Also, there's some gapping on the tail there. But yeah, I mean, that's all this figure really has to offer. I think for the price of around $8 or $9, which is what I paid for it, I forgot, I bought it last night. But I think it's worth it. You've got some really nice articulation and expressiveness in the figure. I really like the shoulder joints that all the battle damage figures have to offer. And you can have a lot of fun with this spring-loaded battle damage feature. I think it's a lot of fun to play around with for kids. Also the legs, you can get some decent poses. Actually, let's see if we can get this guy into like a running or a walking pose. Is that even possible? Yeah, I don't think you can get a decent looking running or walking pose out of this figure, but still, this is the best sculpt that we've ever gotten for a Gallimimus in the entire franchise's toy history. Of course, as far as actual versions of this sculpt, I'm still looking for the Legacy Collection Gallimimus. I can't find it right now, but I'm definitely going to be trying to grab that one because the paint job is unbelievably awesome on that Gallimimus. But let's do a couple quick comparisons here with this Battle Damage Gallimimus. So here is the Battle Damage Gallimimus with my repainted Battle Damage Herrerasaurus based off of the Herrerasaurus from Jurassic Park the game. And you can see that all the Battle Damage figures have a very similar size to each other. And then let's bring out the Herrerasaurus so we can bring in my favorite Roarivore, the Baryonyx. And are you gonna balance, buddy? Let's get you to balance. Come on, there we go. And I actually took the batteries out of my Baryonyx so I can just have the mouth moving from pushing the button. Because this thing was absurdly loud. But I think this is awesome because you can get the Baryonyx to like bite. Come on, I'm gonna switch hands here. But you can get it to bite the, there we go. Look at that, it bites the Gallimimus and it activates the battle damage. I think that's awesome. Kids are gonna have a blast with this. You go in, rawr, and you make the battle damage. There you go. And then have it like feeding off of the innards of the Gallimimus. I think that's a great feature. And I totally almost forgot to measure this figure, so here's our trusty flexi ruler. This Gallimimus is about 7 inches long, which is about 17 centimeters. And in terms of the height, we're looking at about 4 inches tall, which is about 10.5 centimeters. Well guys, that's all I really have to say about the new Battle Damage Gallimimus from Mattel. Do I recommend getting this figure? Yes, I do. If you're a fan of the Jurassic franchise and you're a fan of these herbivores like the Gallimimus, definitely recommend getting this one. This one is going to go great with the Legacy Collection Galli if I can ever find that. But I think this figure is fantastic, and if you live in the United States, go check your local Walmart because the Battle Damage line is exclusive to Walmart. So anyway guys, that's going to be it for today's review. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Also leave a comment telling me what you think of this new Mattel Battle Damage Gallimimus. So thank you so much guys for watching, and as always, I will see you in my next video. So take care, and bye-bye.